Maria Bartholdi, joined by 2010 World Champion Guillaume Matignon.
Hello.
You're going to walk us through your second draft here at Pro Tour Ixalan. Tell me, when you sat down at that draft table this morning, what were you thinking?
The thing is, in this format, I think that if possible, if you're on Merfolk, you have the best deck. The thing is, Merfolk is not always open, and the plan doesn't work if there are two people on Merfolk. So when I sat down, I wanted to be as open as possible to the idea of being the Merfolk deck on the table as long as possible, and switch to something else if not possible.
All right, well, let's take a look at what your choice was here in your first pack. You opened up a pretty spicy rare here, Ripjaw Raptor. What did you end up doing, though, if your plan was Merfolk?
Not only my plan. I mean, Ripjaw Raptor is a good card, but it's pretty much delimited to only one deck and just dinosaurs, not much synergies. I took One with the Wind because that's a card that can be played in multiple decks. It's good in Merfolk, obviously. I want to be able to be on Merfolk if possible, but it's also good in Pirates, blue-red or blue-black, and sometimes you can end up in blue-white, and that's always the best card in these decks.
Yeah, that's a really interesting pick, because I think a lot of people at home might have chosen the Ripjaw Raptor.
That's the best common in the format for me, One with the Wind. So.
All right, let's take a look at what you followed it up with. Here's your second pack. What were you thinking here?
Well, I took the gamble. I mean, that's the way I'm doing it, is I take the Merfolk. If they don't come, I switch and do something else. So I took the Jet Guardian, sorry. And that's also a combo with One with the Wind.
Yeah, it's a perfect follow-up to One with the Wind. Let's take a look here at your third pick. What stood out to you in this pack?
So both cards that stood to me are Tempest Color and Depth of Desire. I actually don't love Tempest Color.
Oh, really?
I think the 2/5 guy, I don't know the name, the common one, is actually a bit better in Merfolk
Headwater
decks.
Sentries?
Yeah, I think it's actually a bit better in Merfolk decks. So I don't really want to have too many 4-drops yet. I took Depth of Desire. So.
How does Depths of Desire fit in with your Merfolk plan?
So the thing is, it doesn't fit in that well in Merfolk, but it allows you to branch to something else. If Merfolk plan doesn't work well, you have a treasure to splash a color. Like this.
All right, so here, taking a little review of your first three picks. What are you feeling at this point in the draft where you're sitting?
I was hoping for Merfolk to come,
well,
obviously.
You're starting out pretty good here. Let's take a look at your picks 4 through 6. River Herald's Boon, Chart a Course, and Cancel, and we can see Chart a Course.
Actually, River Herald's Boon was kind of a sign now, because that's one of the best dedicated Merfolk cards, so seeing it fourth is really good.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for, absolutely. And Chart a Course made your deck as well.
Yeah, it's not bad.
You'll play it.
Yeah.
Picks 7 through 9 here. Picked up another Jade Guardian as well as a Jungle Delver.
So at that point, I still like a lot of creatures, but the Jade Guardian on pick 7 is a good sign.
So I want to ask a question quick about the Jungle Delver, which didn't end up making your deck. A lot of Merfolk players like to put that in. So can you tell me why?
I don't love the card. It's just 1/1 for 1, doesn't do much by itself. You need either mana or synergies to make it work. Just prefer my card to hold them to be good by themselves.
All right, let's take a look here at how we rounded out the deck. Not a lot here. Storm Sculptor also didn't make the cut.
Yeah, I don't love the card. Just the format is too tempo to have a creature who has a drawback to put you back in tempo. So.
All right, let's take a look here at pack 2. You started things out with a Deeproot Warrior, Ixali's Keeper, and Prosperous Pirates. Of course, 2 2-drops pretty important in this deck.
Yeah, at that point I was going to prioritize 2-drops a lot, so I took an Ixali's Keeper really high.
All right, let's take a look here. Picks 4 through 6 in pack 2. Kapala, Warden of Waves, a nice rare there. Picked up a Wind Strider as well. How good is Kapala in this deck?
Probably the worst card of my deck, but I still have to play it.
All right, let's take a look. 7 through 9, another Depths of Desire, and another Wind Strider. How do you like Wind Strider?
I love them. Merfolk like a bit of the top curve, and you need some time to get the last damage point, and Wind Strider is perfect for that role.
All right, let's see how this pack rounded out for you here. You're able to add a Sleek Schooner. I've seen this card work pretty well in something like Vampires. How do you like it in your deck?
I actually like a bit of creatures at the end of the draft, so I played that one. I'm not happy about it, but, well, It
All right,
works.
let's take a look at pack 3. Picks 1 through 3. Shaper Apprentice, just a really solid 2-drop in Merfolk. Absolutely. And then you did up playing a Tempest color, but the hallmark card here, you picked up a Shapers
Obviously.
of Nature.
That was the good sign that, yeah, finally I was on my folk. That was the payoff.
All right, let's take a look. Picks 4 through 6. A Deep-Root Champion, Depths of Desire, and a Vine Shaper Mystic, another absolutely critical card in Merfolk.
That's one of the reasons I like my folk. The uncommons are just so good. Like Shaper, Vine Shaper Mystic, and then Kumana Vanguards. Like all those three are
How
just
has
so
a
much better.
Deep-Root Champion been in this deck?
Not great. I like to drop, so I have to play it. It can be absolutely mind-blowing when it works, but it's not. I cannot make it work consistently.
All right, let's take a look. Picks 7 through 9. There's Kumena's Speaker as a 1-drop, usually just a 2/2. You managed to hate draft away this Wakening Sun's
Yeah,
avatar
I don't
as
love
well.
that draft.
All right, let's keep going through this pack here. 2 copies of Opt that you picked up at the end made your deck. Tell me why you put those in your deck.
So I was actually lacking a bit on creatures. I have 13 creatures and 1 vehicle. I need to have a bit more to make the deck perform consistently. So I added the Opt, and actually the Opt are really good with Deep-Root Champion too. So that was the best option I had when building.
All right, let's take a look at your final deck. Overall, how do you feel about this Merfolk build?
It's good. I mean, not the best Merfolk possible, but I like to drop. So I would have liked to have at least another two to drops. But the deck is good. Can trio.
Well, you are starting out 2-0, so it looks pretty good so far. How are you feeling going into the last round?
Hopefully I will win.
All right, well, good luck to you, everyone. Guillaume Matignon and his Merfolk deck.
Thank you.